Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bets.net Challenger Series. We're into Game 2 of the day, the EU division of Red Reserve and Pride. At the moment, Pride are sitting down below Norway and Valiant at 5 wins in the overall group stage. They get 6. They can tie things up against them. There's no way they'll match up against Red Reserve at 7. And Fraxis, for that matter, at 7 as well. They're the bottom 2 of the top 4. There's very little of an opportunity available for Pride now in this particular map to take themselves a top 4 spot. So really it is all down to that Valiant match. Valiant versus XCOM a little bit later on to see if they can push Fragsters off the board. For now, this one is just for bragging rights between Red Reserve and Pride. An interesting one at that as well, because we've already seen them face each other off a few months ago, back in October. They took each other on Mirage, and it was Pride to come out on top. 16-9 overall on that particular map. When it comes to their own individual performances, you know, Red Reserve have got their own individual experiences. Very good matches against EPG, Game Agent, Sprout, the old Venatoris roster before they came XCOM. And vice versa for Pride as well. Their fair share of victory is in the Polish scene and winning against UK team Wind and Rain and against the European mixed team Epsilon. There is a plenty of experience on both sides, but Pride do have that one loss advantage above Red Reserve on Mirage already, so you can really make a decent prediction that it would be Pride's victory, but we'll find out whether that will be the case during the matchup. Here we go. It's knife round to get started. Whoever wins this one will get the choice of side as usual. Frags coming in. Choice of side rather important here. I imagine that both teams want to start on the CT side. It is traditionally a very CT-sided map. Both sides don't really have a favourite bias when it comes to their statistical advantage in T-side and CT rounds, but it will be Red Reserve to start things off here on the CT. Yep, they're going to stay on CT side. Okay then, well, there we have it. The Polish squad will take on the Swedish squad. Red Reserve playing for bragging rights, as are Pride. Red Reserve, a nice victory here will put them solidly in the top 2. Well, potentially overtake Godsend. I imagine that their round loss won't be able to match up quite to what Godsend have, but at the very least they'll secure their place above Fragsters, who are in serious danger. Again, that Valiance game later on today will be one of the most important ones for the EU group. So, for now, let's just jump into this EU warm-up game. The pistol round ready to go live here. It's DJL with the Ninja. Set up the smoke and the defuse. Kevlar across the board here for the rest of the CT side. Also the same thing for Pride. No utility set up, all just armors and Glocks. We start to go in, Button back towards Ticker Booth. Spots them as they cross minis, making his way in through Connector. Plopsky's ready for this. I think he's a stand-in for Red Reserve today. It's not exactly a name that I recognize, unless I'm just being an idiot and one of the players from Red Reserve has just changed their name up. The bomb will go down. The CT side set themselves up for a retake very quickly into this one. Shots on shots. Pless and Exus, they all trade 2 for 1 overall to the favour of Pride. Button will pick up minis to a 3 versus 3 situation. Teams making their way in, reach shut down towards cubby corner of jungle. They got the defuse kit on site, but they get shut down very quickly. Button also down all the same. They get themselves out towards CT position. Plesson gets himself 4 frags and takes the remaining players of Pride out to get the defuse together for Red Reserve. Actually, okay. Just about coming into fruition there for Relaxer. And I have reason to believe that Plopsky is Freddy Frog. So until someone corrects me on that front, I'm going to assume he is Freddy Frog. Maybe he might not be. I don't know. Relaxer Taking the first phase straight in. Shots on shots, and it will be Luz, the first man to fall. DJL also picking up Exus with his SMG. Quick $600 kill. With 2 free frags coming in for Plopsky, Pleasant. Two-0 start here for Red Reserve. Up on the buy-up, of course, getting the bomb plant in the early part. They're actually going to get shut down by these SMGs. DJL with 2, Button with 1, MP9 and UMP. 2 frags to 3. DJL will make it a play with Exus. Will try and trade up Pleasant, and indeed will be able to do so. That's as far as he'll go, I think. Pride in the 2 versus 4 and Exus on 15 HP. They've got bomb control as well to the CT side, so they're locking down the A site. Plopsky will take Exus at least and reach the last man standing. Getting 1 frag, but again, low HP up against many. Relaxa will eventually finish the job and bring 3-0 to the favour of Red Reserve to kick things off to their pistol and conversions. 1 buy-up. Not gone well for Pride. And apparently Plopsky is in fact a stand-in and he's not just trolling. So, indeed, that is your lineup to today. Plopsky standing in for Freddy Frog. Eco from Pride. Well, quasi from Pride. Kevlar for Reeds, Beneath, and Exus. 3 Eagles, 2 CZs. Out towards the midline. The bomb also towards Palace. This looks like it might be an A split. If you can call it a split, with 1 man pushing in from the T side of the map. Reeds boosting up. 2 the sniper nest will get dealt with by DJL. Nexus will be able to trade that Button back towards Palace. So, that does work. 4 versus 4, but Relaxer's got a good angle on Luz and will land the headshot directly. Exus tanking a grenade. Not quite to the face. Damage only a little bit done. And the Deagle does connect on Relaxer as well for the same amount. Actually, it's Exus to win out the health advantage overall. So, Pride only down by a man, but that's about to change as Exus takes out Relaxer. DJL trades back for Tom as well, even Meniz alone, back towards Sniper Nest, gets damage together, so 3 players for Red Reserve will lose a bit of investment. And Meniz just left towards Connector, trying to see what he can do, tapping his way with the CZ, catches DJL off guard, but unfortunately not ready for Plopsky, back towards jungle, a 4-0 start for Red Reserve. But a lot of damage came out in that last round for Pride on a half buy. The AK is coming through for the T side. I do see your lovely comments in the chat. Thank you very much for the nice words. I am watching. Let's Pride go in with the full buy now. 5 AKs. Kevlar helmets into the mid line. Meets some Meniz. Ooh, 3 players here from the CT side having to try and deal with Reeds. Will be able to get the trade back on 1, but he can't get much more than that. It's Plopsky. Trade him out. The AWP of Relaxer shutting down Exus. They make their way out of Palace. A 2 versus 4 situation. And Red Reserve don't have control of the A site, but the retake shouldn't be that difficult. Flashbang to cut off Luz. Not going to quite happen. Relaxer doesn't catch a single whiff of it. And the AWP shuts him down. It's all Tom alone. CT's breathing in from all angles. 5-0 start here for Red Reserve. No, I never got bullied for my voice. It never really did, to be honest. It's always because of the fact that I had long hair. So... I've always quite liked my voice, actually. Deagle out for Exus. Trying to get the early frag down the midline. Ooh, Moniz. Early damage together. The grenade landing at his feet. Doing quite an amount of damage, but nothing majorly significant. Just down to 50. Oh, Pleasant. Good read with the wall banger to force Moniz out of position and actually take him down. So 5 on 4, looking for many wall bangers. So far only finding the one man. Lars trying to trade out Plopsky, does get him back towards short and now looks for a little bit more back towards the B site. Relaxer rotates with the AWP to try and cut them off, but Plesson is still taking point on this defensive. Got information, but so far spotting no other T-side players. 1 AK now for Luz to be playing with. 40 seconds remain. Bomb on the back of Tommy's pushed in through ramp. There is passive control of the A site here, and they could slip through this line if they can deal with Button. They haven't got a whole lot of utility to do so. Just that one incendiary grenade on Luz, but a good frag going to the favour of Reitz. Now it's just Button to be dealing with. As the T's make their way onto the A bomb site, the Molotov, the incendiary, will push him back a little bit further towards Ticket Booth. And Relaxer rotates extremely slowly. The bomb will be allowed to plant as a result. Man advantage for Pride. Red Reserve are up for the retake. 3 defuse kits in play, so they've got time to work with. Reitz will catch Plesson off guard towards the midline, and Red Reserve just don't know where these guys are coming from. Pride spraying on through, getting damaged. Button at 84. Eventually, Lars will land his headshot. And Relaxer is alone with an AWP, 36 HP. A backstabbing coming from Tom. CZ in his hand. And a kill to his name. A first round will sit to the favour of Pride. Bald skinhead. You have no idea, mate. I'll be bald in 10 years, so I'm enjoying it while I can. But it's nowhere near bald, trust me. DJL boosted up from the short position. Ooh, fluff Molotov from Plesson as well. Shots from Luz takes down DJL eventually to open things up here for Pride. Just slowly creeping in towards the midline. Very little mid presence from Red Reserve this time. They've got one man towards the ladder room, and Relaxer looking into Connector. Turns it back to a 4 versus 4, but Luz is challenging. Low HP actually could get the drop on Plopsky. Small angle is all he has. Reitz also pushing up through jungle. Spotted out by Relaxer. A 2K for him. He turns his attention back towards the ramp, but Tom has crossed successfully. And Moniz is covering off jungle. Button peeks out, gets a dink, but Tom takes him out first. Grenade from Relaxer should finish the job, and indeed it will. He turns it onto Moniz as well. A 4K for him, and Plesson finishes the job towards mid. That's a 6th round for Red Reserve. Very nice AWP play from Relaxer. Very nice solo hold of the A site, essentially. And Pride only working with the money that they've saved. AWP 4 AKs and the AWP 3 M4s and 1 AK for Red Reserve. So same setup for both squads, but blind Moniz will find the first frag on Relaxer. As one AWP takes out another. And the Swedes lose their big green gun. Plesson will try and rotate the backup DJL towards this mid position. A passive position. He's spotted out by Reitz. He takes a dink on him, but Reitz takes him down. We have to Plopsky here on the B-bomb site. Will get taken out as Plesson trades Exus. And now 2 versus 4 ensues. Favour to Pride. Plesson Picking up from Market. Luz looks for the challenge, looks for the frag, but can't seem to land his headshot. Eventually the smoke goes out, but Luz, seeing the traces, sprays his way on through and brings Button alone in a 1 versus 3 situation favor to Pride, of course. And Tom will finish the job. That is the second round on the board for the Poles. Red Reserve. Good start so far, but finally their winning streak has come to the end. They have been reset down to not a lot of money. It's still enough if they wanted to go for a quasi or a force buy. It wouldn't be advisable, but that's what they're going to decide to go for, actually. UMP coming in for DJL. 2 scouts for Relaxer and Button. Relaxer can actually also afford armor, Kevlar helmet, sorry. Not going to go with that, so glass scouts in play. And he's immediately flashed away from the apartments, so good utility use from Pleasant, and the CZ in his hands. Fortunately unable to get the frags just yet, but we'll see if that can change. CZ is a massively overpowered weapon. I'm pretty sure we all know this by this point. He's trying to take an advanced angle with it. I don't think he can win out against AKs through the apartment's position, unless he tapped his way and looked for some very close shaves, but Pride should be able to win out a fight with these AKs, but we'll see what happens. A minute to go. Pleasant's going to creep up through the smoke. Oh, it's very good. Will Luz expect this? Relaxer doesn't expect Dexus towards mid. That'll be the first frag to the favour of Pride and Luz. Oh, Pleasant's right at the edge of this smoke. They have no idea where they are, and Pleasant will take him down. Turn on to Reitz as well. 2 frags for him, and he's will trade up Plopsky and gets DJL's head. Button falls, and Pleasant is the last man left. An ace clutch for the man. Exus can't quite see him. Eventually, he will connect the spray. Pleasant proving why the CZ indeed needs a nerf. Opening things up to the Red Reserve advantage. Only his teammates let him down. Unfortunately, it will be a third round that Red Reserve will be unable to deny the Poles, and they'll be forced down to an eco as a result. Force buy in the last one. 2 rounds of loss bonus. Nothing to be working with. AWP for AKs here for the Pride T side. Stack going towards the A side with the pistols actually could be an interesting time against the Pride T side. They've got all the angles to worry about, and so far they've not given away their angles. Button will get Reitz at the very least. He gets traded out. It's all up to Plopsky back here towards the dark position, unfortunately. They've all been shut down. And Red Reserve with a decent gamble stack. Unfortunately, we're only able to get 1 frag for their trouble, which isn't quite enough to Pride's economy state to damage it. So the AWP, the 4 AKs will come back once again. The AKs being rebought. The AWP will come out for Relaxer. 4 M4s for Red Reserve. Limited utility here for the CT side. Pride brought us back within 2 rounds, so it's still an entirely plausible prospect for them. T's backing right off, however, not taking too many aggressive angles. Into the mid default they will go. Passive so far on the Pride line. Don't want to give too much up to Red Reserve. They already have suffered pretty hard at their hands in the opening 5 rounds. And being so close to taking that lead away, don't really want to give up too much. Ooh, but a little bit twitchy they will be. Pride almost taking each other out. And now it's going to open up an opportunity for Relaxer. He knows they're out towards the midline. Gets a good leg shot on Exus, but he's unable to do much more than that. They're still held out here towards Connector. I think he only spotted 1 man. Flashbang comes through. Button is dealt with by Luz. They know that Relax is here towards Ticket Booth as the backstab from short comes in from Plopsky. He's unable to do a whole lot, and Molotov will force Relaxer away. Can they get the frag? Burning Alive will take Exus back, but Luz will trade him out all the same. 2 for 1, 4 versus 3. Favor to the T side, although Tom may be low. This is still a major advantage here for the Poles. The bomb's still yet to go down, actually, and DJL taking his players out. If they can crossfire this down, it's all up to Luz to try and hold presence here towards A, because the bomb has been rotated towards B side. Eventually, Pleasant will deal with him, and Unfortunately, the ruse won't be sold for long. 2 versus 3. Reitz and Minis. Reitz getting up close and personal against DJL. Could find this one frag, and indeed he will be able to do so. So back to evens will go. AK versus AK and M4, sorry, versus AK and AWP as Minis picks up Pleasant. And Plopsky will make his way in, spraying down Minis. Reitz will be able to get the trade, however. And get 2 kills on his board. For Pride's 5th, Red Reserve, unfortunately, unable to hold their own line. And Pride actually showing a lot of confident play in the later part of that round. The initial start was quite timid. I'm guessing that was the nature of their default. Yeah, Pride realizing that Red Reserve don't have a whole lot in the tank, know that they're probably going to be on eco. Rush this one down from the B apartments. Plopsky will get X's, but that's the only frag that will go to their favor. As they enter into the bomb site, the bomb should get planted. Default for Luz. 4-on-4 situation. Damage done to some players at Pride, but again, it's nothing major. Need to pick up Pleasant on the backstab. Only man really here to do any damage. Well, the only men here to do any damage is Button here towards Market, as you can see on your screens, and DJL up top mid, waiting for T's to come out of T apartments. Button trying to land one of these heads, unfortunately can't take these Pride players out, so it's all DJL. See if he can do anything. Actually, alternatively, Relaxer, if they go out towards short, could find something, but in this case, it's Reitz to shut down DJL. Relaxer can't get there in time, and no other T-side players will peek it, so. All evened up now, 6-6. Double up setup coming out from Red Reserve this early, so. Enough money to buy into this one. The 2 big green guns will be in play. Let's see where they go. Whoa, okay, that's awkward. Alright, well, let's just click the buttons instead. DJL out towards A site, Relaxer towards mid, looking for one of these players through the smoke. Unfortunately, won't catch a blind shot. Catch Pleasant off guard, however, in the underpass position. Luz takes down Baton as well, as Relaxer is suppressed. The CT aggression. Shut down at the hands of Pride. 2-for-0 trade. And the Poles have a large advantage now above Red Reserve. They have a pretty decent amount of map control as well. Can split towards short. Relaxer has left mid-control alone. DJL, the other AWP, back here towards the ticket booth, trying to cover it off, ensure they don't go towards A site. He's gotten 1 trade back, but that's only 1 so far. Still a man advantage here for Pride, and if Plopsky peeks up, it's going to get even more awkward for them. Relaxer catches Beniz, though, turns it back to 3 versus 3. Finally, to an even trade. Relaxer spotted out by Luz, but Luz looks for Plopsky here on the B site, and he takes him down entirely. Keeping that man advantage back to the favour of Pride. 40 seconds remain. The bomb is on the back of Tom here towards the apartments. Reitz comes through the murder hole, and DJL deals with him. Now Relaxer. Another AWP back in play here towards the B bomb site, and the AWPs are going ham today. Takes himself 2 frags, looking for his 3rd. Backup's en route, but a P250 is enough. And Relaxer will make it a triple kill to take the lead back away from the Pride T side. And bring Red Reserve up 7-6 now. Both the AWPs staying in play as well is the best thing about that for Red Reserve. Unfortunately, it was a lot of damage to a tender economy, so they're still on reset point. Pride win this round. They probably take over their half. It is the penultimate round, so they'll have enough money to buy back anyway. Red Reserve, the same can't be said for them. Pleasant going to go aggressive. Good grenade on Reitz. That could catch a lot of players down. Only 2, but he sprays on Exus and connects a frag regardless. 2 other CTs here to support him. And 1 man pushing up towards the short line. Will Tom get dealt with by Relaxer or Plopsky on the boost spot? They may be able to spot him out, but eventually Plopsky takes him down, brings an AK to the favour of the CT side. Now Pride have no choice but to go. Molotov in, Plessin will still spray on towards one more. Moniz will train him out, but he's done his damage. Plopski and Relaxer still here to hold onto the bomb site with backup incoming to try and lock out a very awkward angle. You can see DJL playing back, far back in the market. Trying to look at a decent cross as Relaxer finally connects Luz, and Plopski picks up Moniz. Nicely done from Red Reserve, mostly thanks to Plessin. Aggression on the first pick, stayed there, burning alive to suppress the second. And Pride have one more buyback here in the last round of the half to hopefully turn it 8-7. And I wasn't predicting too many good things for this matchup. It's honestly pleasantly surprised me. Since the matter of urgency definitely does not sit in this match, it is with our later match with XCOM and Valiant. That is by far and away the more important match to the league, because that may decide who the final top 4 are. For now, it's a 1-for-1 trade here in round number 15, the last round of this first half. Red Reserve on the defensive. They've got 3 players here to try and defend the A site. A 4th is rotating back towards the ticket booth, but the bomb's going to go down. They've still got one towards Firebox. Can Batten shut it down? Not quite, but Plopski will come in with support, and Button eventually takes himself 2 frags. Luz out in the open, dealt with just as quick, and that will be a 9-6 half to the favour of Red Reserve to close things out on CT. It was rocky in the mid part of it, though. And at many different points could have very easily shifted to the favour of the Pride T side. Fortunately, though, for the Swedes, they have a large amount of opportunities available to them in the second half, the T side half. Now, when it comes to their individual sort of like round splits between CT and T side, there is no real major bias. The only bias I can see is Pride have a very, very slight CT advantage, is in like 55% of their CT rounds on one compared to the T side rounds. I should say 55% of their rounds won are on the CT side versus Red Reserve, who are pretty much split dead even. This map isn't fantastic for Red Reserve, though. So let's see if they can try and put something together up against Pride. Who this map also isn't as fantastic for either. It's the pistol round coming in. CT side for Pride. No defuse kit, but the first headshot will come in early. I think Reitz also spotted the bomb as well. Looking for Plessin, actually. He could have had himself a second headshot. Quick flick. Will he spot Plopski? Oh my god, Reitz! And the Deagle for Relaxer may do more damage still. 2 versus 5 as Pride shut the whole thing down. Barton will finally trade out that lone man, but meanwhile Relaxer's fallen, so it's all Barton alone. 1 versus 4. And Reitz has single-handedly brought this round back for Pride. What can Barton do? He's looking for an ace to try and clutch this round out. We'll find Luz, but that's all he will find. 7 rounds on the board for the CT side. Red Reserve up for a force buy. No bomb plant. No chance. With simple shots on shots. It was that easy for the lone Polish player. Barton thinked up early. Trying to put that Deagle shot onto Moniz from mid, but couldn't find it, unfortunately. Pump. Spied by Relaxer as well, but again, these Deagle shots, these upgraded pistols, won't land their heads. And Pride are ready to deal with them. They come out from wherever. The rifle's in play. 2 M4s, 2 FAMASs. Relaxer starting to peek up alongside Plessin. Maybe he could put something together with these Deagles. Take shots on shots to Reitz, and Reitz will fall. Moniz will fall to Plopski as well. Tom will get a quick trade back over to a 3 versus 3, but his head is dealt with just as quickly, caving. A nice hole in his skull. A 2 versus 3 overall now to the favour of Red Reserve with rifles that can get recovered. bomb yet to get planted here. It's on the back of Pleasant. He's trying to find a good angle and we'll plant for connector. Lars close range. We'll try and deal with him. We'll spray him down. He needs to get his hands on that M4. We'll actually smoke on the bomb. He's got no defuse kit. He really has to look for Exus. He'll tap it once. Look for DJL. Plopsky and him are both held out in the same position, but they're going to get damaged together. And now it's all down to Luz. 14 HP, no defuse kit. Plopsky needs to land a single bullet with his CZ, but he's missing them all. Finally, Luz gives away his position. And that will be the end of him, as Red Reserve steal a round away from the CT side. Suddenly, it doesn't look as confident that the Poles initially thought of here. Forced by back, of course, they will try and initiate the war of attrition. Two AKs, one M4, UMP and a MAC-10. Tom will try and find something with his Deagle on the force buy from Pride. They've got three of them in play. Two CZs as well from Reitz and Luz. Barton actually dinked up initially. Reitz will take him out, so that's one UMP to play with. One man down already for Red Reserve, and they're going to slowly creep their way into the setup positions. But Meniz has still got his Deagle, and he's still long hand with it. Takes out Plopsky. Plesson's got to deal with him, but creeping around back towards default, back around the triple stack. Ready and waiting. Flashbangs over Tom. Deals with Relaxer as well. The damage is just pouring on through here against Red Reserve. Reitz takes out Plesson, and Luz takes out DJL. That's Pride forcing the issue, doing unto Red Reserve what Red Reserve did unto them. And putting force-bought pistols to skulls as they recover two AKs. I think there's two M4s as well. No, sorry, one M4, scratch that. They have a full rifle buy up against Red Reserve's next force buy. As the Swedes try and once again buy into this war of attrition, try and win it out against Pride if they can, and it's going to leave a broken economy in tatters. But for now, they've got to try and focus on evening up the scoreline. It's Reitz and Meniz cross-firing down from mid. Getting damage to Plesson, but unable to get the kills. Great grenade from Exus as well. That could land pretty hard. Plopsky could get forced out of position. Lots of damage done to him. He'll burn, and Button will fall, but Plopsky still gets the trade back. Meniz with a quick trade to a 2-for-1, but Plopsky still has his head. Can't get Exus, unfortunately. But DJL could be in a position to do so. He's got a rifle drop for him. Tom watching out from ticket booth. But Exus also watching out from short, and DJL will go. Relax up. Scout in his hand from Tetris, a 1 versus 3. And a minute to go with the bomb well out of position as well. All the way up towards top mid. And Luz is ready for this. I think Luz may have spotted that bomb earlier. He's holding this angle here towards apartments in the hopes that he can catch off the T side as they come out to try. Ooh, okay. I was going to say, if they try and go back up towards top mid and pick up that bomb, he can hear it, he can peek out and take them down, or otherwise just account for their push into the B bomb site. But Relaxer with a quick peek with his scout, taking out one man. Headshot galore, and he picks up the bomb. He's going to rotate back through mid. He's got 15 seconds, so I don't think he's got enough time to get this bomb down unless he runs directly for the B site. And there is a man here who's ready to deal with it. He's called out the info towards underpass. He goes, Relaxer going to get on site, but just in time, no, not to be. Tries to take Luz out, but unfortunately it's not enough. Did he die after time? No, he didn't. But literally like a split second too late. The eco needs to come through now for Red Reserve. Glocks a standard 1 HE for Relaxer. See where he can put it. They're expecting a lot of aggression from the CTs towards mid, so they've stacked all 5 players up here. Ready for the peak from Pride, but Pride aren't going to bite. They've got their mid control. Meniz has the AWP. Dropped by Exus earlier on. There's Red Reserve. Oh, good shots from Reitz. Headshots galore. Taking out Barton. Yeah, he'll get himself 3, and Tom and Moniz will finish the job off towards jungle. So that's 10-10 now as Pride even up the scoreline that Red Reserve have garnered together. It's now the first rifle round of the half. Coming in quite a bit late, but regardless. 5 AKs up against 2 AKs, an AWP, and 2 M4s. Moniz with the AWP straight up towards me. He's going aggressive this time, but he's going to back off towards Connector. And a good call, because this looks like where Red Reserve are going to hit. HG is going out, some utility usage, but they're setting up for the execution. He set smokes some mollies and flashes into the A-bomb site. There's 4 players here. They've got 1 more towards the like DJL. Back here towards the stairs position, but well, here comes the utility. Tom going to get smoked off by the jungle connector cross. Plus they're going to get tagged at the 60 HP as they try and make their way out. Relax trying to look for a gap right here. Needs flashbang, falls back through towards Ticket Booth and loses no HP as the bullets fly. None of them connect, but eventually Plopsky lands a very nice headshot against it. First frag to the favor of the T-side. Reitz backed up towards stairs. He'll get dealt with by Plessin as Luz looks for DJL as well. Here's him spraying through the apartments and sprays his way on through. Only the trade coming through with that lone CT player. Exus rotating. Plessin shuts him down. 2K for him. Luz going to slow peek this one, and Plessin should be able to land it. No trouble, no bother. He's suppressed, and there's nothing he can offer up to Tom as he is now alone. A 3K for Plessin. And a save now over the CT side. This will be an 11th. For Red Reserve as they reclaim the lead back away from Pride. And I don't from getting back to a lead in the first place on CT side. Full buy back from Pride, though. Single AWP, 4 rifles. Try to set up both sides here. T-side once again setting themselves up for the A hit. Very different positions being held this time by Pride as they try and vary up the defensive. Moniz will still peek out aggressive with the AWP and shut down Barton though. First frag to the CTs. And Plestin up towards mid, trying to get a good trade back. Can't quite find a good position. Small gaps will not reveal any CT players, and Sniper S is entirely smoked off, so all he can do is either just take blind shots or wait and potentially move up through mid. One minute to go. Just trying to pick up. Ooh, DJL spots him. Small pixel will back himself back into ladder room. Meanwhile, Relaxer peeks up against Moniz. I think he spotted out Plopsky though. Takes him back with a headshot. Reitz falls to 2 for 1. And 30 seconds remain. They're running out of time here. Red Reserve is Pride. A very nice hold over the entire map. And now it's just down to Plessin. As Exus and Tom get 1 kill apiece, it's all up to the AWP player. Back towards Sandwich. Moniz knows it. He only needs a USP to shut it down. A 3K for him. And Pride equalize, leaving Red Reserve on a reset position. Are they going to force buy around it? They've got a bit of cash in the reserves. 4K, 3K, and yeah, they are going to go for the force up. 2 AKs, 2 UMPs. Red Reserve potentially on their last chance saloon. Desperately going to make this round work. As Pride will probably reset them and they'll be looking towards 14 to 11. This match goes the full distance once again here. Both sides keeping competitive on both halves. They shall peek from Plessin. Smoke to cover off Sniper. They still spray as well through towards short, but nothing will be found. So 2 players here towards the apartments. It looks like they're setting up for a B split. Exis is the man to take point in the defensive. He goes falling. Luz now up close and personal. Back towards Truck. Dealt with by Plopsky. 3 versus 5 now. Pride, no presence here on the site. Plessin doubles down for the double kill. Tom is dealt with just as quick. Up on top of the freezer. And that's going to be Reitz alone. 1 versus 5. He is going to run away. That is going to be Red Reserve just as quickly as they lost the lead. They're going to take it right back away from the CTs. X is caught off guard initially. His teammate falling towards Truck, and the rest of Pride just getting picked apart. All 5 look to stay alive here for Red Reserve as they recover an AWP, another rifle. A very good round here from the T side. The question is, can they keep it that way? Pride have money still. They can reinvest. You can see that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Dropping M4s already. Kevlar helmet out for Maniz. Exis Tom Luz. Rifles to be passed around, and Exis will get the AWP dropped to him. SMGs coming out here. Here we go. Plessin, first man out, holding alert towards A, trying to draw attention, trying to hopefully draw a rotation. Pride won't bite just yet. They've got most of their presence towards A, but they're locking out mid-control as well. Exis up for the first challenge here towards underpass, though. Plopsky will deal with him quick. Simple headshot to shut him down, and once again it's Luz alone back towards Truck. Rotation surely must come through, but Pride are a little bit hesitant. They saw that one man towards A site. Eventually Tom will rotate to support his lone teammate in Luz. He's got an aggressive back towards apartments. MP9 in his hands. What can he do with it, though? He's got to line up several different frags. As utility looks to come through, the CTs on the A-bomb site are completely perplexed. As here they come. Luz gets 1, but that's all he's going to find. Button trades him out. Maniz with the AWP. Quickly trades back Plessin to a 3 versus 3. And a great flash to keep DJL blind, but he misses the shot. And DJL, he'll take full advantage of it as a result. Blonde plant, 2 versus 3. Reitz will try and get a frag, but it takes a grenade straight to the face. The Molotov to force him out of position. Actually, it misses, so not quite from DJL. But still, maybe these 2 CTs can't make this work. Button will line them up, spray down Tom. Can't get the full frag. Reitz will get out of dodge, as will Tom just about. Red Reserve will try and give chase here. They want to try and take these guns out of their hands. A hard reset against Pride could mean wonders for the T side. Relaxer waiting for a cross, but won't find any. He's a little bit too late to the party. By the way, it will be a 13th round on the board for Red Reserve now. 2 rounds away. Match point, and Pride are also 2 rounds away from their T-side opponent's lead. They haven't got enough money to buy around this one as well. The USP is coming in, the M4 for Tom. Relaxer already the first frag on the knees. DJL from mid, shuts down Tom. Looks for Luz at the edge of the smoke, but he can't quite find it. They already have access to the... Oh, what? Relaxer, what are you doing? Oh, lordy, lordy. That is just horrible. Plopsky will pick up Exis. Two v4. Reitz sprayed down by Button. Oh my god. Oh, don't know how I thought he was going to do it again, the Button. Jesus Christ, Relaxer. Poor person, man. The only person that died to right on the hands of Red Reserve. But not to a Pride player, to his own teammate. Jeez. Well, better to take down a teammate rather than let a CT pass, because that could have been an end of a round there for Red Reserves. So, losing on to Pride this late in the game I'm sure they want to hold on to these 14 rounds. They have one last chance now, Pride, to pick rounds away from Red Reserve, else it may be lights out for this CT side. AWP in play, 3 AKs, 1 M4 saved by DJL, and the 5 M4s out for Pride. Limited utility sets. Exus boosted up initially towards short and mid, trying to catch off a good position of one of the T-side players. So far, nothing will come through, and Reitz will take point towards the A-bomb site. The Reserve go for this execution. Reitz, it's all on you, my man. 2 players to support him, but he is going to take the brunt of it. Flashbang over, he takes down Plopsky, but he can't do any more than that. Maniz out towards Sandwich, sprays down all 3. And Pride look to stay alive with the bomb in their possession. And no chance for the lone T-side player that remains, DJL. Well out of position, well out of teammates, and well out of time. Back towards Market. Tom, or any one of these other CTs, should be able to deal with him. This will be a 12th on the board for the Polish squad. DJL will at least catch Tom off guard, so that's 1 frag, but 7 HP. This should be the end here. Fortunately, Red Reserve don't have enough money to buy a bat. You can see that 10k on 1. Rifles can get dropped for Pleasant and the like. And yeah, you can see immediately an AK going in his hands. AWP for Relaxer. DJL's got enough to buy it. Try to back in this, but they need to win the next round. If they lose this, and that's going to be all over. Flashbang's over. Pleasant didn't see Maniz. The AWP takes him out as a result, just below the smoke gap. He will find the first frag for the Pride CT side. And Maniz doubles down. Plopsky falls, double kill, 3 versus 5. And Red Reserve look to get picked apart once again by the CTs. Batten going to move his way up. Does spot Exus at least. Take 1 frag for Red Reserve. They're spread out across this map. Very few trades can come back from the T side. Maniz has been spotted by Barton. Slow peek. Will look for the headshot. Tap his way through the wall. And does catch Maniz off guard. 3v3 now. Red Reserve not looking so far gone just yet, but they've got to form up. They've got to try and make a push to the site, and they've only got a Molotov. That's all the utility they have to hit the bomb site. Bomb will get picked up by Button, and he'll rotate in through the apartments. DJL will be there to go ahead and back him right up. Luz up against 3, and Relaxer's just trying to spot one of these players out. 1 man on the B-bomb site. As soon as Luz falls, that is the end of it here for Pride. But can he hold on to it for right here? This Molotov comes out. Button goes falling. Luz looking to connect the second on DJL, and he does so entirely. Relaxer, AWP out. 10 seconds left. The CTs are on rotate, and he hasn't got enough chance in hell. We'll take Tom at least. But that's all he'll find. Luz with a 3k. Another 3k. To bring Pride up to 13 rounds as Red Reserve. I don't know what happened there. I think what happened was when they were in the apartments. Oh yeah, I can't show you. But when they were in the apartments, someone tried to push a Molotov into the truck position. But clearly it bounced back because a lot of Red Reserve players, all 3 players that were held up there, were getting caught off guard. And they were losing a lot of HP. So when they all pushed out, they just, one by one, fell into the hands of Luz's spray. And that just, you know, went to the way it was. A half by now from Red Reserve. 14-14 could be our scoreline unless the T's can make this push happen. CZ's in play. We've seen what this weapon can do at the highest levels of play. And here we go. Luz completely blind. Exus is blind all the same, but Luz connects himself 1 frag. As the teams make their way quickly onto the bomb site, he'll get himself a second Button, also tagged down pretty hard. Maniz connects the AWP shot. And DJL and Plopsky, the last 2 left alive. Once again, Luz with a 3k, and Plopsky in a 1 versus 3. It's not going to happen. Pride shut the whole thing down. Bring us to evens once again. Red Reserve with another buyback. Or are they? Okay, there we are. Orps, AK is coming out to play. UMP for Pleasant. Straight in towards that B-bomb site that we've got again. This time Luz is ready and waiting, but surely Red Reserve aren't going to fall for the same thing 3 times in a row. Surely someone's going to check this bench position. Or maybe not, maybe they might not have to. Luz up close and personal. Look at this position. And when the smoke clears, Button's going to have a clear shot, or Luz will have it clearer. He sprays his way on through, but the crossfire's locked out. 3 players will take him down, but he still takes Button with him. And a Molotov to suppress the T side. Actually, Relaxer takes out Reitz meanwhile towards the A-bomb site. So that's the AWP doing some decent damage. With the presence that's been spotted by the Pride T side, sorry. Red Reserve rotating back towards A. They've pulled most of the rotations, and eventually Mini is going to put this backstab into effect. Going to realize that there are no T side players, so Exus will have to rotate as a result. No A site defensive for the CT side. And 35 seconds left to go. Smokes go down. Pleasant trying to execute his way through, but look at the backstab. Look at Miniz. Look at Miniz. Looks for Relaxer. Taps his head off. Plopsky trying to challenge up, but the AWP is here, and he's done enough to suppress them, but his teammates fall. It's all up to the AWP. 2 kills for him. Trying to deny the bomb plant, but he can't get there in time. The Molotov will go towards default, but the bomb goes down before it. Plopsky's still going to burn. DJL's close. CZ. 3K for Miniz. But can he get the final frag? Who's going to win it? 1 versus 1. Orp versus AK. And Plopsky's got a good read on where Miniz is, but he can't connect the spray down. CZ at close when he's looking for this single shot. Ring of Roses ran the triple stack. But Plopsky does win it out for Red Reserve. Recovering the Orp, bringing the Swedes to match point first. And leaving Pride with a force buy to force overtime. What a match this one has turned out to be here. As we go all the way through regulation, all 30 rounds and potentially more. Let's see if it will be a reality. Pleasant, the first man in to try and get an early frag for the T-side, but vice versa for Miniz for the CT side. Could catch Relaxer off guard. And once again, Luz is taking a UMP. He's going to aggress here. Will he catch a kill? Ooh, Pleasant, a small gap's all he needs. And Luz fires first, but he gets the frag. Not much more than that as Button trades him right back out. Exus is here on site to try and get some good frag. Spots that one man, digs him down. Spots that the second and digs him down. Plopsky will get the trade, and he's alongside Relaxer. 2 versus 3, but the CTs have a backstab in play. Relaxer will pick up Miniz. Plopsky trying to look on the site for someone like Reitz or Tom for that matter. Tom's here towards the truck, taking out Relaxer. It's all Plopsky now. 1 versus 2. He sprays on towards one more. Once again, a 1 versus 1 for the match victory or overtime. Reitz versus Plopsky. Plopsky has a small range advantage, but Reitz now knows where he is. And Plopsky has not the damnedest of clues. He'll peek towards shorts, and Reitz will shut him down. We are in overtime as the Poles just refuse to die. MR310K are the rules for those of you who are not aware. So some economy management needed, but Pride don't care about that. They're going in straight double AWP. Miniz and Exus. Miniz towards mid, Exus towards short. Miniz is not going to catch a single whiff of a T-side player because look where they're all stacked up here, Red Reserve. All on to the A execution once again. Back to basics we go. Smoke for the crosses. And flashbangs to try and bring some temporary vision blindness to the Pride CT side. Good counter Molotovs come back to try and stop them for a couple of seconds. Lax is looking for this first pick here towards the ticket roof. Oh, good spray from Plesson. Completely blind, picks up Exus. But he realizes one man's back here towards the corner. No, he doesn't, and Reitz will take him down, looking for a small gap in a smoke, but they can't seem to line it up. The AWP Manise, great grenade. That could finish Barton off. Not quite. He's got a good angle. Will he get the wall bang or not? No. And she will peek out, take down Baton. Reitz gets a frag. He's also spotted by DJL, takes him down, but Tom with a quick trade back. Plopsky trades him all the same. 2v2. Reitz drops the bomb, and it's all the relaxer. The AWP. 40 seconds left. Peek up towards jungle, slow peeking, 2 angles to worry about. Reitz will give his away, but Luz will take the frag regardless. As the first round of OT goes to Pride CT. Of course, the double AWPs will come back into fruition here. The 3 M4s will to back it all up, and Red Reserve themselves a quick rebuy back. Of course, lacking money because they didn't get a bomb plant. They didn't win that round, and they got swept out of the server for it. Double AWPs come back again from the CT side. What can they do with it this time? Same positions it seems to be held out across this map. Going for initial peaks, Button and Plesson ready to go. Once again, Red Reserve gonna opt for an A execution. Flashbang over, looks for Reitz, and he'll find it. Tom will get traded back as Plesson goes falling. 2 for 1 in the favor of Red Reserve, and the bomb will get planted. Open for ramp. And a 4-on-3 situation. Pride have players on the backstab. Exus in particular, but CZ catches DJL off. Headshots are plenty. 3 versus 3. Relax will be able to deal with him. And Button looks to spray down Manise. He can exit in forward and leaves it up to Luz as the last man left hit for the CT side. 1v3, making his way on the bomb site. His shadow is to the favor of Plopsky, and Plopsky will shut him down as appropriate. All even up once again as Red Reserve and Pride go into their last round of this overtime half. Or for Manise, straight in, shutting down Relaxer. That's how Pride need to start this off. A pun with a trade right back, however. Fortunately, not covering off that other side means that the first AWP for Pride will fall. They've still got 1 more in play. That's Exus. Playing out towards the apartments. As Pride have some very, very awkward angles to deal with here. If Red Reserve aren't expecting this, this is going to be an extremely weird situation. But Luz picks off DJL. Once again, CT favour. 1 man advantage for Pride. A minute left to go on the clock. The T side have left a bomb back towards the apartments. .45 seconds remaining. Reserve do have to make their move eventually. Last round of the T-side half to try and gain an advantage over Pride. Molotovs in. Flashbang away from Plesson. Trying to keep Reitz at bay as they push together. Luz on the cross, spotting Plesson taking fire. He takes him down, and Tom locks out 2 more as well as Plopsky burns Reitz alive, at least. 1 consolidation frag at the end of the half, but 17-16 will favour Pride as they transition over to their T side. Got to give credit to Plopski at the very least, showing up for his team. He is the stand-in, but making it known why he is a capable player nonetheless here in the Swedish squad. AWPs and M4s, Alpha Red Reserve, double AWP in play. And full AKs to the hands of Pride as they look to set up for the exact same A execution that Red Reserve were also going for. This time to deal with it, they've got one man back towards Ticket Booth and one peeking up aggressive towards Palace here. That's Relaxer, who can also turn his attention back towards the ramp as well. Underpass will Pride go. Looks like it's split into the A-bomb site. Taps up T-side, making their way in through Button. One of these frags, he will take down Exus, but Tom with a quick trade back. DJL picks up Luz, and Reitz gets up close and personal to take Plopski out. Pleasant to an angle here towards Shaw. He's dealt with, he's suppressed now by Reitz. Reitz will try and look for the frag grenade in, won't be able to take him down. He gets himself out of the ladder room for it. And backs off into a more passive angle as Tom deals with him eventually. As DJL falls, it's all relaxing out. 1 versus 3. Open his hands, looking for Maniz. Maniz should spot him. He'll take his head off for it. That's 18 match point now for Pride, as they look to exit the tournament with a little bit of pride. As the rebuys come back from Red Reserve, Relaxer getting the FAMAS out. They haven't got enough for AWPs this time around the CTs. This could be a very interesting time here for the opening couple of frags. Pleasant on boost, ready and waiting, trying to shut them down, but he sprays his way on through and he can't seem to connect to anything at all. We'll try and look for Exus, does find one frag at the very least. But Peaks come back through from connector. Tom actually lands a very nice shot against them. Reitz picks up Pleasant as well suddenly. It's a 4-on-3. DJL suppressed, forced out of this position here towards short, towards connector I should say actually. Raxus trying to cover him off back here towards dark, but DJL is on his own. Looking for one man. Reitz will spot him, Reitz will take him down. And it all comes up to Relaxer. Players to worry about from both sides. Tries to spray his way on through and it's not going to happen. 4 versus 1 for the last Red Reserve player. Relaxer's left the game already. I think he knows what's up. GG has been called. And 19-16 will sit to the favour of the T side. As Pride look for the last flag, Plopski will be unable to do anything from there. It's 19-16 as the Poles manage to take over a very impressive game right there from the part of their T side. But unfortunately, despite Pride's efforts, that does not really affect their major standings here. They are unable to break into the top 4, even with that victory. So they will bow out of the group stage ahead of most of the other teams, however. So, we'll go to a break. We'll go to a much more significant match in the group stage. Avangard versus EPG. If EPG win, they force Good Job out of their top 4, and they will take their place instead. So, a very crucial matchup for the Bets.net playoff series. If you did enjoy today's casting, I noticed a couple of good comments, so if you're so interested, you can hit the ! Caster command in the chat, and you can follow my personal Twitter. But, most importantly, do not go anywhere, because we have 2 more matches, 2 very crucial matches coming up after this very short break here